So this, guys, is going to lead us into this one's going to be a hot topic, but our top 5 songs in animation films.
It's tough.
This one was tough. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how confident I am in my list, but
I'm so confident in mine.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Give the point to Pete. Give it to him.
I'm sure half of Pete's songs are gonna be in the new Paws of Fury film coming out July 15th.
No. But spoiler, there's no Paws of Fury in this list.
So Pete, we are gonna start with you. Give us your top
Which,
5.
by the way, comes out in July 15th.
Give us your top 5 animation films.
Okay, this was a difficult task at first, but then as I started to break it down, I realized that there's really only like 10 really great songs that were actually written for an animated movie, not that were put into an animated, but that were written for it. And so number 5, I have "What's This" from The Nightmare Before Christmas. This was an innovative song at the time.
It is.
It was Danny Elfman combining his Oingo Boingo style and putting it into a classic movie that we had never really seen before in The Nightmare Before Christmas. And this song, I used to sing it every day. This was a great song. "What's This?" Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Number 4, "Whole New World" from Aladdin. Beautiful song, classic song.
A whole new world.
Beautiful.
A new fantastic point of view.
Yes.
And moving forward,
and
when that scene comes on, it was the right time for a song as powerful as that. Yeah. I struggled between that and Beauty and the Beast, but that one takes the cake for me. Number 3 is "Let It Go." You can't have a bigger song in the world. You can't find a child, out there who doesn't sing that song 55,000 times a day. It's the biggest song in Disney history. Before,
I think all
before
time.
Before Bruno came out. Yeah. "Let It Go" was the biggest song ever by Disney, and then all of a sudden Bruno came out, which my 2-year-old sings
Bruno. What are you talking about? Happy?
No, Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno, Paul.
Canto. Come on, man. You serious?
Yeah, sorry guys.
I'm serious.
Oh, Sirius just talked to me right now and responded, said, "Yes, no, I'm serious." No,
yeah, I was like, what was that?
That was my Sirius.
Cool. A little soundbite sound.
Oh, you're down to -2 points after that comment, just so you know.
Yeah,
I told you guys, literally the least probably fucking experienced person for this podcast is me. Like
"Let It Go," number 3.
If I could cut myself from this podcast, I would.
Number 2 for me is, and the only reason why I didn't put the movie like Paul did, but the song "Somewhere Out There" in An American Tale was one of the best songs I think I've ever heard in my life. And I still sing it to this day.
If you guys want to hear it live, I'll be there on Thursday singing that song.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Number one for me is the song that started it all, and is you can't go anywhere in the world without hearing this song, which is "When You Wish Upon a Star" from Pinocchio.
Yeah.
It's the most repeated line, I think, in music history, even more so than the Beatles or anybody who's super popular. Everyone always references that song.
The Cinderella? I'm sorry, guys.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. Oh my God.
Pinocchio.
I'm so bad.
Jesus.
Okay.
Shout out to Pinocchio.
He's judging my lists.
I know.
I don't know.
No, Pete, your list is pretty good. That was actually one of your better lists. John Bear, what do you have? Wow me.
Mine are in no particular order, but I'll try to put them.
John, they have
They're probably not even songs in animated films.
They have to be,
right?
by definition.
Ain't Nothing But a Gangster Party by Tupac and
yeah, exactly.
And Snoop. It's all 5 songs that make me smile just because of my kids. So it's probably the 5 songs I sing most with my kids.
John, you want to probably put them in a certain order?
Movies.
You just probably want to put them in some sort of order, just because you are going to be judged on the order. So if you want to,
number. All right. Number 5 would be We Don't Talk About Bruno, just because of the revenue it drove, and of course all my kids sang it. Like immediately went to the drive-in to see that. I forget if it was opening weekend, but it was right around there. We go to the drive-in, and I just remember wrestling with the kids to try to keep them, in line and not yelling throughout the whole movie, so people could, really enjoy the movie around it. And to be honest, it felt like they were being wild the whole movie, and I loved the day. But we immediately leave the drive-in.
Lauren's shaking her head.
And
I'm falling asleep.
and all the kids are singing the song immediately. Like all 5 kids are singing We Don't Talk About Bruno, and I had no idea they even paid attention to the song. So you kind of
it was our wedding.
Inclination that the song might be something catchy.
John, did you say all 5 kids? We don't have 5 kids.
Yeah. Well, I included you. And
you don't know about the 2 other kids. Guys.
Yeah. His
You know
other
about
family
them.
was in the car next to you.
Lauren, spoiler alert, John's got 2 other kids.
Yeah, I don't. She kind
Okay,
of
number 4. Number 4. John.
Well, wait, but
Maybe that he was in a
Number-
drive-in. Like they have drive-ins.
Number 4.
yeah, really? Like where? Oh, but even before that, guys, educate us.
John went back in time in a DeLorean to where he can like watch drive-in movies.
Guys, I hate to ask this question, but what film is that from? That song?
Encanto.
Encanto. I saw Encanto.
No,
You
you don't say.
didn't like it. Remember,
It's
you didn't
not
like
called-
it?
Encanto. I saw Encanto.
It's not called
Encanto. I don't
Encanto.
remember Encanto.
I like this
Encanto.
Encanto.
I was thinking about Dennis and Chili, and I wouldn't
Talk
saw
about
Encanto.
Bruno? I don't remember that song at all. All right, fair enough.
All right, number 4. How
This is the
Far
judge.
I'll Go from Moana
Moana was
song.
a
Got the original version and the
beautiful
Alicia Cara
movie.
version. Great
Yeah.
versions to both those songs. Love singing it with the kids.
COVID.
Number 4 would probably be A Whole New World. I kind of forced that one on the kids, but because I remember singing that more as a child myself. Great movie, but a couple of them will sing it, but not as much as the top 2.
Never good to
that was-
force yourself on a kid.
That's number 3, right, John Barrett?
Same.
Number 3?
Yeah, that's actually came out bad.
Yeah, he said
Force the
4.
song.
Yeah, try not to force yourself on kids, John.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Thanks. Thank you guys.
Lauren just left you.
Yeah,
That's it.
literally
There
just-
it goes.
It's like I'm out.
She's over there yelling at kids right now. Number 2, Let It Go. Because I
Yeah.
remember my little princesses singing that for days and weeks and months at a time.
And you.
And then I sang it, and we all wore dresses and sang it more than once. So
So cute.
that's number 2. And then number 1 for me is Part of Your World, just because I do sing that most nights to put the kids to sleep. And it makes me realize that I'll never be a good singer, but every night I try to sing my heart away, hoping to hold
Little Mermaid?
key and
Part of
hold
your
tone.
world? Wish I could
Yes.
be.
Good, Paul.
part
Very
of-
Part
good.
of your, yeah,
Good job.
from Little Mermaid. Yeah,
I'm crushing it.
great song.
Lauren, let's hear
I-
your top 5.
Go, Lauren.
Okay. Well, like my husband, my number 5 was We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Wow.
The amazing Lin-Manuel Miranda. You got to hear it.
Oh
And
my
I think
God.
it's a song that doesn't, for me anyways, it didn't hit me at first, but the more we started watching that movie, it's everywhere. And let me tell you, when it comes on at a wedding or a party, game over.
I mean, how many weddings
Oh.
have you been to? It came
Okay.
out in December, so it's like,
Okay, one wedding.
okay.
But they
thank
played
you.
it. They played it, and
It was going on.
I lost
No,
the shit.
people-
So
I imagine if
Yeah.
they played that anywhere, like a baseball stadium or anywhere, people would just go bananas.
I guarantee that song was mixed in somewhere at EDC this year. Like it's that big.
moms lose their
Someone
mind.
mixed that into their set.
Yeah, moms
Crazy,
lose their
my-
mind. It was very, very, very viral song on TikTok.
Yeah, like I said, my 2-year-old runs around singing. We don't talk about Bruno. He sings the song.
Guys, I saw that movie.
That's-
I've
that's
literally
really the only
never
one
heard
he
the song at
sings.
all, but again, this
Well,
is
okay,
why
we'll add that
Where-
to
when-
two
But
weeks from
where have
now.
you
2
been not
weeks.
to know that that song is popular?
Yeah, no. This is why I'm obviously not qualified for this podcast. So.
Okay, number 4. I think this might be the. Oh no. Peter had
Thank
Fireball, but Can't Stop the Feeling from Trolls. I think that's just like it's a really
Yeah.
feel good
Oh my
song.
God.
love me some Justin Timberlake and
Can't
Anna
stop
Kendrick.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't
Oh, for
stand with you. We
Yeah.
just dance. Yeah, no, that
So
song.
yeah,
I
it's
didn't even
super,
think
it's
about
super
that
fun
song.
for our dance parties or kids dance parties that we have. And so
No, and that was
Yeah.
probably
Um,
adults too. I mean, that.
yeah,
I think I even
I
have
love
it on a playlist somewhere.
Somebody
number
said at one of my previous jobs, they're like, "Oh, Justin Timberlake totally sold out with that song because I'm like, shut the fuck up! What are you talking about? That song is
JT
like
doing
the
his thing.
biggest song.
Yeah.
He's
My
a
daughter
genius.
sang that song for about 4 years.
See, it's timeless.
So good.
Okay, number
Great
three.
pick.
Number three, Part of Your World. Again, I've talked about this song. The amazing Jodie Benson, who voices Ariel. Love
Mhm.
her. We'll all be on the rocks this summer, just doing our thing. Again, I get to hear John sing it, most nights to Mackenzie.
Sing that shit.
He just sings his little heart out. So it's also one of my go-to karaoke songs. So,
Yeah.
if you're ever lucky to catch a rendition of that.
Thank God it's
If-
that and
if
not
you're lucky.
Black Velvet.
Black Velvet.
Okay.
Every girl thinks that
num-
they can sing Black Velvet when they're in a karaoke bar. It's like, no, you can't.
Oh,
can't do
actually, I knew the one girl that could sing it, but she was an amazing singer. John Bear, do you know Julietta? Julietta could sing that song.
Do you sing it? Never heard it.
Oh, Juliana.
Ooh, she's so cool.
No, she was like a professional singer.
Wasn't
so-
she like a singer on a cruise ship or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was like an actual professional singer. So
I think they actually make
Oh.
you audition to every cruise ship with that song, Black Velvet.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
she had a
but,
ridiculous voice.
She must be able to sing the song then.
Hashtag go.
Oh, I do remember that name now.
Yeah.
Number two, from a little film called Pinocchio, Paul, When You Wish Upon a Star.
Mhm.
Nice.
Thank you.
Like Peter said, it's just, for me, that song, again, like when you talk about a song, like evoking these feelings of like nostalgia,
Yeah.
in my mind, I'm like immediately transported to like Disneyland. I think fireworks. I think,
Sure.
Yeah.
most Disney movies, when they, come on the screen, it's playing that song, and it's just a really, really beautiful song. The instrumental version of that, I could fall asleep
Yeah.
to it. So it's just
It really makes no
Oh,
difference who you are. You really love the song.
In most
Yeah.
promos and most advertisements and
Oh, it's- yeah.
and little pieces in Disney history have always used "When You Wish Upon a Star." Like that's like it's almost like
Yes.
the Disney
Disney,
theme, like
yeah.
that
makes
one
me
line.
think of, makes me
Adding it
think
in
of
there for
Walt,
my-
makes me think of Disney, makes me think
list.
of being at Disneyland. I love that song.
playing that in the
And my
bedroom.
number one is A Whole New World, from Aladdin. Again, I just remember being a little girl and like putting out like, like a mat or a blanket and like reenacting that song. Like, I really love the Regina Belle and Peebo Bryson. That's like the ones that sang it at the end of the film.
Right.
And, I thought I was,
Anytime you get Peter Bryson on a song, you're winning. You know what I mean?
Peebo.
Peebo.
Kids don't know about Peebo, man.
Yeah, we don't talk about Peebo.
We don't talk about Peebo.
So
Kids
yeah,
don't know.
I love that song. I thought I was like America's Next Greatest Singer singing that song, and it just
That's a great song.
It's a great song. It's my list.
So I'll give you my list.
And my whole-
I think you guys have a little bit more. Obviously, I think you guys are more entrenched in this world than I am. So I'm gonna give you my list. This is probably one
You
of my
shouldn't
least.
even be giving lists.
This is probably the list I stand least by, but I still think it's a solid list. But my number 5 is "You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me," the Aladdin version, obviously. I love that song. Robin Williams. My number 4 is "Be Our Guest" from Beauty and the Beast.
Mm.
My number 3 is
Yeah.
"Let It Go," and it's maybe not. And it's more about I just understand how big that song was, and like Pete said earlier, like every kid knows that song probably the most. Number 2 is just one of my favorite songs. I don't even think it's that great of a song, but it's just probably the song that I literally sing the most, and it's Prince Ali Ababa.
Yes.
I don't think it's probably actually the number 2 song, but it's just like in terms of like a song I can sing. And the number one, which I actually do think is the greatest song of all time, is Somewhere Out There. And again, I think it's, and this is where I think both John and Lauren, you get penalized because you didn't have it on your list. But Somewhere Out There to me is the greatest soundtrack song of all time, because it was not just a movie song. It was a song that is still great to this day. And so because of Pete is the only one that had it on the list, Pete gets the point. And Lauren, I thought you had a solid list. Even John, I thought you had a solid list. A couple songs I didn't know, but you both had solid lists, but you didn't include that song. And I don't know how you can make a list without that song on it. I
gotta say, I'm really honored to get a point from somebody who has no idea about animation at all.
Means a lot.